wanted to go through a guinea pig home office tour where I keep 13 guinea pigs, including my 2 fosters. So let's go through supplies, the cages, all materials that I use, food that I keep in here, and just in general, just showing you around. This is the first thing you see when you come in is 6 5x2 CNC cages that I've built. Here is my only mixed herd. I have Kinder, Alfie, and Cadbury in here. I have 1 neutered boar and 2 females. These are the 2 girls. I have no idea where Alfie is, but I'm sure he's in behind one of them. Yeah, it looks like he's back there. Next is my bonded pair of foster boars. This one's Napoleon. This one is Harrison, and they are also in a 5x2 CNC. Next to them is my bonded pair of Abbey boars. This is Figgy Newton and Jalapeno. Then my next bonded pair of boars. This is Spam. This is Wig. And then moving down here is another bonded pair of boars. That little guy is actually my biggest guinea pig. This is Tater Tot. And then next to him, bonded with him, is Bacon Bits. There's Mushy. His name is Mushroom. He is bonded with Steaky, whose full name is Milk Steak, but yes, we call him Steaky. I've had this pair the longest. They've been with me for about 5 years now. And, oh, yep, he knew he wasn't supposed to do that. So yeah, these are my 5x2 CNCs. Specific to their cages, all of them have these little name tags. I even make them for the fosters, but they're temporary because the hope is that they're not going to be with me forever. And I've got one for, there it is, Spam and Wig. Here's Figgy Newton. His just says Fig because his whole name wouldn't fit. Jalapeno. There they are. There's a better look at them. And then this one, everyone's disappeared on me. Ooh, I need a dust in here, don't I? Bacon Bits, Taters, or Tater Tot, Mushroom and Milk Steak. And then I have these amazing Choco Nose bottles. They hook up to the side of the grid. They don't leak. I've owned some of these bottles for 5 years. They still don't leak. They're amazing. And pretty much you can unhook them through here. And then you just like, well, obviously it's leaking because I'm pushing on it. But yeah, and then this thing clicks back in. Awesome. And then all of my cages have litter boxes. These are jumbo size litter boxes that I bought on Amazon. And then I cut the front out with an X-Acto knife. And then I sand it down with sandpaper so there's no sharp edges. And then each cage has 2 hay bags. And I usually leave a pile on the side too overnight. Them too. And then other stuff I like to make sure they have is at least 1 tunnel, at least a couple of hides for them. Some of them have these kind of grass tunnels. And then I try to make sure that each cage has 1 bed and a pellet dish too. So yeah, another woven grass, 1 bed, 1 tunnel. Hello Mushy, and then 1 Heidi, bed, grass, tunnel, 2 hides, 2 hides, tunnel, bed. Ooh, 2 tunnels. And then 2 hides, tunnel, woven grass tunnel, 2 hides. Although I think I'm gonna add another one because they really like the hides that are completely closed off more than the tunnels, the double openings. So I might put another little house here, like a wooden hidey, so they're not all squeezed in. Because sometimes I'll come in here and 3 of them are in one little house. And then one person's big butt is blocking the entrance and nobody else can get out. With their cages, I like to make sure they have at least 2 to 3 toys. So they really like these Oxbow cupcakes. I think I bought this at PetSmart. They don't really like it, but it was pretty cheap. And then all of them always have these little puzzle balls. Or they'll have these like puzzle tubes. You can like take the lid off of that and then put snacks or pellets or whatever in there. And then there are 2 holes, one on the top, the one on the bottom. And so I'll see them like pick it up in the middle and throw it, or I'll see them like roll it around to get the pellets out. And they really enjoy this treat. I'll even put little like toilet paper rolls in here. They like to chew on that. Need to refill their pellets. Hi, Cadbury. Moving on, this is where I keep all my supplies. This is my disgusting dustpan and brush combo. I've had this for years now. I swear, the worse your brush is, the better it sweeps. Here's where I keep their hay. I keep them in this brute bin. It actually fits flakes of hay perfectly. So as you peel them off the bale, they come off in these sections. And this brute container fits, yeah, the flakes perfectly. So this, got that at Lowe's. Hey, Bacon. I actually call him Bacone. And then here is my little supply bin. I keep an open bag of paper bedding here when I need to use it. Here are some little playpens when I need to take them out of their cage for whatever reason. I keep little dog pee pads in here. I line my litter boxes with them. And then this is where I keep toys, forage, any type of like extra accessories. So here's some hay cubes, some forage, some corner fleece, hides. I used to use pine pellets as litter, so I used to sift it with this cat litter box sifter, but I've since moved to paper bedding just because it's a little bit easier and I can keep things clean a lot longer and it's not as dusty. And then I just keep other pellets in here. I normally feed Oxbow pellets, but I like these for stuffing into little puzzle balls because they're bigger so they don't all spill out at once. And then next, this is my treat drawer. This is where I keep all of their once to twice a day snacks, and I label them and put these in these jars. So pea flakes, little cookies. These are Science Selective time loops, garden sticks. Also got the Oxbow treats and veggie, cranberry. These are vine craft loops, and then I buy these for my senior guinea pigs. And yeah. And then next, this is kind of a miscellaneous kind of medical drawer of things that I don't use as often. So these are going to be things like the Sherwood Pet Health Recovery Food. I also have Oxbow's Critical Care in Apple and Banana. And then I also have Emerade's Emergency Herbivore Food in mint flavor. And I believe I have a couple more, like I have this one in anise. And then I'll just keep little supplies in here, like here's some syringes for when I need to do emergency feeding. And then I also have things like gauze or whatever if I need to clean something like maybe a wound. But these are not very commonly, this is not a very commonly open drawer just because this is really for when things go wrong. Next above my drawer is their huge pellet container. And then I also have the senior guinea pig food for my seniors that are over 5. And I have a little bit of alfalfa hay right here. This is just for snacks, just to sprinkle it in with their regular mix. A friend gave this to me, and yeah, this is really all I need. This will last me a really long time. And then I keep another litter box here. This is, I use this for when I'm cleaning their litter boxes. I'll put their current hay bags in there so that I don't spill hay everywhere while I'm cleaning their litter boxes. But here's my 50% vinegar and water solution, which is really great for dissolving a lot of hard water stains. It's also really good for cleaning up pee stains in the litter boxes and overall just wiping down the chloroplast and the grids. Paper towels, gotta go through those like crazy. And then up here, it's usually just supplies that I haven't opened yet. So I have an extra paper bedding container, whatever this is called, package. I got a nationwide package for the guinea pigs. I also have a G-Pig box subscription that I haven't opened yet. An extra Lavoit air purifier filter replacement. And I think this is an Amazon order of some of their toys. I also have some extra grids right here for whenever I'm rebuilding or I notice one of the grids gets really gross, I'll replace that. My disgusting mirror. And this is where I keep all my fleece liners. They're on top of my makeup drawer, so ignore that. But yeah, this is my fleece collection. So there's usually 6 in their cages. So I have 6 out, and then I've got these extra ones. I've sewn this one. I bought this one on Etsy. I sewed this one. This is from Guinea Dad. It has the pocket in here. I sewed this one. I bought this on Etsy. I sewed this one. And I also sewed this one. And these are all 5x2 liners, except for this. I think this is a 4x2, so it doesn't quite fit. And so I usually have to layer 2 of them for my 5x2 cages. This is my hallway cabinet. This is where I keep all of their fleece items. These are laundry bags so that hay and hair doesn't get in my laundry machine. These are long rectangle pads that I've made. I put these in front of the litter boxes so when they track hay and bedding out, it just goes on this so I can pull this out and sweep it. These are tunnel pads. I did not make these. A really awesome seller on Etsy makes these for all the tunnels I buy them. These are inserts for our piggy pods. Those are the covered beds that I use in my cages. I buy these on Etsy, and the seller actually listed just replacement pads to put into the beds as well. So yeah, I have these. These I use to line my regular uncovered beds with. I've made most of these. These are lap pads. I also like to put these in their carriers for when they're going to the vet or going to the rescue for health checks. And then regular 12x12 pads. I've made probably 90% of these. But yeah, I'll stick these under Heidi's. I'll put them under water bottles. These have been amazing. Some of them are double layered, some are single, just depends on what I need them for. Next cabinet, this is mostly tunnels. So I'll stack all my tunnels in here, all my clean ones. These are all their uncovered beds. So if I want like, you know, a bed, I'll put like a little liner in there and then yeah, they can climb in and sleep in that. And then I have some like bigger beds too for some of my super large boars. These are these piggy pods that I was talking about, those covered beds where you put the insert in. They're amazing. The guinea pigs love them. And they last forever. I've had some of these for years now. And then this area is normally full of bath mats, but they're on the wash right now. So this is what I have that's clean. Into my bathroom. This is where I keep their more used medical supplies. So I have Meloxicam. I've also got the Benebac Plus. I have fractionated coconut oil so it doesn't solidify. I use this for boar pocket cleans. And I also use this to clean their ears. I have some CBD. I've got some Fungicure for potential fungus foot. Activated charcoal for instances if they ever have really soft, mushy poops. And then we always have to have nail clippers. I also have pet nail clippers, but I don't feel like they're as accurate in terms of exactly where you want to cut. So I use this to really make sure I avoid the quicks. Fungal foot treatment. If the case is really bad, I prefer the liquid version. My friend got this for me at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue for my guinea pigs who have chronic arthritis. So this is really helpful. I've been putting this on their ears so that the veins in their ears can help absorb them and put that in their bloodstream. And hopefully it's been helping. And then just some other things, like I do have one long hair guinea pig, so I'll use this to comb his hair down while I'm cutting it. And I have some hair cutting scissors as well. And then just some Q-tips while I'm doing boar cleans. There's my little garden. I've been planting things for the guinea pigs. I have a very established mint bush, but I also planted Thai basil, some spearmint or peppermint. I also have a small tomato plant. And then where the stakes are, I just seeded some cucumber and some pole beans. So hopefully that'll yield something nice for us this summer. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the tour. Here's everybody again. And thank you so much for joining us today. Stakey appreciates it. And we will see you in our next video.